The address is 347 Don Shula Drive in honor of the legendary coach. The stadium is Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Miami Dolphins. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olson here in the booth. Off we go from Hard Rock Stadium. The return starts from the 5. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Get set, get set. 18, what's up? Stop.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. Here's a first carry for their running back. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
2nd and 2, you're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take you back for a loss at 2, and now you find yourself on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 4.
Get set, get set. 18, what's up?
To throw, it's Purdy. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here to begin the drop. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. They get 20 on the connection. Good for a Dolphins 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
A first carry here for Devon Achane. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
To the right side here, pass is caught, and they will take him down at the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Miami.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And he's in! Touchdown, Miami. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Now, the extra point. The kick is good. The Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Outside. 18. The
drive will start on the ground. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
18. Watch out.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Nolan Smith makes the tackle.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down.
Outside. Running outside.
Purdy to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate the call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a screen set up for Achane. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's taken in by Achane. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Dolphins first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down. A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 7. Back to the air one more time. Got a man left side. It's caught. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins.
So you look back a week ago, Mike, and that tough loss, and you can already see this is a much different group. There's a different focus. There's a different clarity. There's a different operation in and out of the huddle. They look sharp, motivated, and 2 drives later, they've got 2 touchdowns, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Dolphins will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12.
Outside. 18. Watch out.
To throw, 30. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Dolphins with the early lead. And we're back to South Florida after this. Third down and 9.
Get set. Go. Watch out. Stop.
Here's Purdy. No chance at all. He'll go down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
This returnable from inside his own 40. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield.
At their own 46-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Ready? 7, 56, 60 bison, 60 bison.
On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. Room to run inside the 40. And he will score. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Miami. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Here's the score. Dolphins 21, 49ers nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on first down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on second down. But now after taking a loss on first and second, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on third down.
Third and long. Here's Purdy. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
On comes the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Looks up, he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Viking 18, Cowboys.
Looking middle, and he's got Brown. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Let's go now.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. That went out wide to Achek. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a 1st down. And good work there to get the 1st down yardage, and maybe better fortune that they get the ball back, and Greg retained possession.
Nice job by the back there, Mike. He's able to get the 1st down, and I know that's where his mind was, but he can't forget to protect the ball, and that's the utmost importance, and fortunately for him, in this case, the ball ends up going out of bounds.
And he will score! Touchdown, Dolphins! That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Makes the score Dolphins 28, 49ers nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. They're going to be back up now to start this drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
From the back near the goal line, it's Purdy. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. 18 yards on the connection. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
So, Mike, you look back at the quarterback and you see that this ball is coming out of his hand and it's going to be low. And the decision's made. You've got to go down to the ground to secure the catch. First order of business. Your hands are between the ground and the ball, no matter what that looks like. And then once you secure it, you've got to roll, protect the ball, and under no circumstances can that ball move or hit the ground. And how often do we see a great...
Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Throwing on second down is Purdy. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
This offense just can't seem to get anything going in this opening half, Mike, and they're still looking for their first points of the game, and it's really these missed opportunities that are a big part of the reason they're really struggling here.
Third and a long way to go.
Get set, get set.
From the gun, it's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
Here's their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. That one hits at the 10. No one there to stop it, though. Bounds into the end zone. It'll be a touchdown. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Again, working deep downfield. And he's going to take this one all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Miami. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. A dive and a catch. Incredible. 20 yards on that pass play. 1st down, 49ers.
With wide receivers, I think we spend so much time like talking about their speed and their route running, and of course that's critical, but the ability to not only catch the ball, but to concentrate on the bad throws. We used to have a saying, you get paid to catch the bad ones, and saw a great example of it here, laying out, going down to get this ball, holding on through contact with the ground, and that's a big-time play.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. They'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
18, what's up?
Purdy now on second down. Quick throw, taken in, and he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It's a pretty simple read. It's man coverage. They run a little interference on the inside, and that makes it hard for the defender to stick with their man, and it leads to an easy pitch and catch.
18, what's up?
On 3rd and 1, here's Purdy. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's the punter now as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
At their own 15-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
You heard about that. I lost control of the level king. I told you how I wanna let the journey begin.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Set. Viking 18.
They'll start on the ground. It's A-10. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. He'll drop to throw. Rolling right. Off he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Set up. 70 Timber.
They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Riley Moss, the corner, is there to end it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7.
Let's go.
Now this time they'll look to throw. Got a man. Good job coming back for the ball on the completion. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. He had 2 touchdowns earlier. Looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a first down.
Ready. Check go.
Back to throw. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
Let's go now. Go.
H.N. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
Taken down right at
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down. He'll look to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Miami. It's his third touchdown catch this year. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ball.
Makes the score Dolphins 42, 49ers nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Play fake. Now it's Purdy. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Purdy. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
The 49ers out to punt this one. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. A run up the middle with H.N. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Once again, it's Achane. He'll manage only a couple. Jair Brown on the tackle.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Now, faking the give. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. First and 10. Purdy. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he is taken down, but not before they're able to get it out of danger up past the 25. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 5. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Throw here down the field will fall incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points because so far this has been a struggle and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
Third down. Purdy in trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
Taken at the 19. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. On the handoff, this is Achane. And he'll get forward for a couple. Riley Moss, the corner, is there to end it.
It's a pickup of 3.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. In trouble, and down he goes. Nick Bosa getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Quick throw here is complete. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And we will not have a return. This one hit in the field of play and bounces out of bounds. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 9.
Get set.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
And the 49er first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And the 49ers.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Outside. 18. Watch out. 21. Go. Check. Go. Fresno.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up second and 8 at their 49-yard line.
He'll go play action. Purdy. Oh, falling away. What a throw. He drops it in there. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake. Here's Purdy. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Henley.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Diamador Lenore there defensively to break that one up.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That's taken in by Achane. And he's going to give him some breathing room past the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Miami.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day. Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That's caught! And they will get him down at the 35-yard line. A big-time play for the Dolphins. A pickup of 44 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Well, it's another catch for his favorite target. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal. Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal.
Come on, set. Ready.
Here's H.M. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Got it. Ready.
Ball at the 3. 2nd down and goal. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
This defense holding tight. Now from the 3-yard line, they'll try to stop 3rd and goal. Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. Touchdown, Dolphins. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
The extra point is good, and the Dolphins continue to bring the hammer down. It is now 49-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And the kicking team right there, stopping him before he can get to the 15-yard line. They'll turn and hand this one off. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
run now on second down. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. 3rd and 2. Here we go. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. 20-yard pickup there. It's good for a Niners first down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
There's that man again. Another catch. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's 1st and 10.
A gain of 14. First down, San Francisco.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Purdy. Quick throw, taken in.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Watch out!
Back to the air is Purdy. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32.
So a win here for the Dolphins. And this was as good as it gets, all 3 phases of the game in perfect harmony as they post the lopsided shutout victory. And that'll do it for my partner Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins, home winners here as we say farewell from South Florida.